Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is going to be a big day in this country, politically speaking. Fred Okengo Matiang'i will appear before the DCI to record some statements. Fred Matiang'i had been away for 2 good weeks, and when he arrived on Saturday, most Kenyans expected him to appear today. But Matiang'i indicated that he was not going to appear because he had not been summoned by the DCI. And today, the DCI officially summoned him. This is the letter. I just want to read a part of it because I want us to look at why I strongly believe that tomorrow is going to be a very big day in this country politically, based on how Matiang'i himself will manage or will handle the day. This is the letter, Directorate of Criminal Investigation, notice to compel attendance under Section 52(1) of the National Police Service Act, number 11A of 2011. I, Detective Michael K. Sang, a senior superintendent of police attached to the DCI headquarters, Serious Crime Unit, is investigating allegations of publications of false information contrary to Section 23 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act 2018, amongst other offenses in regard to alleged invasion and raid of your residence. The former Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Coordination, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, on the 8th, 9th day of February 2023, allegedly by battalion and or garrison of police officers. I have reasons to believe that you, Dr. Matiang'i, the former Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Coordination, is connected to the offense and has information which can assist me in my investigations, with the powers conferred upon me under Section 52(1) of the National Police Service Act, number 11A of 2011, I hereby compel you, 1, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, the former Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Coordination, to appear before me at the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, situated along Kiambu Road, at Mazingira House on the 7th day, March, at 9:30 a.m. without fail. So the letter has actually been signed also by Danstan Omari. So I've actually looked at all this thing, and I've compared it to the kind of the same letters which used to be sent to NASA bloggers or Azimio bloggers, whenever they were arrested. And I don't see anything because the arrest has always been misuse, computer misuse, and Cybercrime Act. I had actually expected Fred Okengo Matiang'i to be charged with other things, not this. So for me, these ones here, I don't think they are important for us, but how Matiang'i is going to carry himself tomorrow is significant. So in this video, I want us to look at why tomorrow, in my view, is going to be significant. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. I want us to be very, very brief because masani machache, mambo ni mengi. Now, the first thing which personally I'll be looking at is who will accompany Matiang'i to the DCI headquarters. That's going to be important. Is Matiang'i going to be accompanied by leaders from Gusii region, from across the political divide? For example, is there any member of UDA who will join Matiang'i? Or if the leadership from Gusii region will join Matiang'i, are they going to be only from Azimio? That's something which is going to be very important. At the national level, are Azimio going to join him? Is Raila going to join Matiang'i? Who else is going to join Matiang'i? The names of the lawyers who are going to represent him, who are they? So for me, those people will be critical. Because, for example, Matiang'i might decide that he's going there alone. In case he will decide to go alone, then you can easily tell that Matiang'i has decided that he doesn't want to politicize the whole issue. So for me, that's important. Maybe he will only be accompanied by family or close friends with their lawyers. But for me, as long as politicians will accompany him, and in case we will mobilize the Gusii community in Nairobi to accompany him, I'll see Matiang'i as someone who has joined politics. So that's number one. The second thing which will be important is how will he be handled? You know, we remember how people have always been handled when they arrive at the DCI. How will Matiang'i be handled immediately he arrives there? That's also going to be important, because Kenya Kwanza have been talking when Matiang'i was away. Matiang'i is now back. They've now summoned him. Are they going to apply force on him? Is someone going to try to prove a point that Matiang'i is no longer powerful? Are they going to humiliate him? Or are they going to handle him with care, with respect? Because one thing I know, Kenya Kwanza promised that they will not subject the former regime to kind of humiliation they were subjected to. But remember, they are also vengeful individuals. So how are they going to handle Matiang'i? That's something which is also going to be very, very important. But I know Kenya Kwanza will be out to prove a point that for them, they're not targeting anybody. Maybe they'll want to handle them respectfully. So that's going to turn out. I remember how Rigathi Gachagua is still making noise about how who and who wanted to take him to committee. You know, he was talking in church yesterday, and we wonder, there are people who are really harassed when Uhuru and Ruto were president in the first term, and they're never making noise about it. So that's going to be important. The other important thing is, what are the charges? Because what we see here, for me, what we see here is that probably these guys didn't have anything to charge Matiang'i with, because they are saying he will be charged with section 23 of the Computer Misuse and Cyber Crime Act of 2018, amongst other offenses in regards to alleged invasion. So what are these other offenses? Because I don't think it's criminal to say that you've seen people in your home. What if Matiang'i will decide to take this thing to the court so that it moves to the court, then he produce evidence that indeed people were at his residence? What will happen? Yeah, what do you think will happen? I don't think personally that Matiang'i is mad. Maybe he was playing politics. He wanted to preempt the arrest. But is it criminal? So those are some of the issues we are going to wait. And for me, that's going to be important. The charges. Because I don't think hii maneno ya misuse of computers is going to hold any water. Maybe these guys are holding on to other charges which they will unleash. I also suspect, and it has happened before, where you go, you are charged with certain crimes, then you are released, then immediately you are released, you are arrested again. Unawekwa ndani pending investigations. It has always happened before. So we will be waiting to see whether that's going to happen. The other thing which is also going to be important is what Matiang'i is going to say after recording his statement. Because, you know, he has been summoned. He's been told to record a statement. He will go there with the lawyers, probably with the family and friends. And I also suspect Azimio supporters might accompany him. The Gusii from Nairobi might accompany him. Then he will write a statement. But what will he say after writing the statement? Because he will be expected to address the nation. The media will be waiting for Matiang'i. In fact, I know media houses are not sleeping. They are waiting for Matiang'i to speak. What is Matiang'i going to say? Whatever Matiang'i is going to say tomorrow, in my view, is going to be very important in this country, politically speaking. So I'll be looking forward to what he's going to say. And the other thing is, what next? Because yes, assuming they've summoned him, They've taken his statement. He has addressed the media. He has now left. So the biggest question now is, what next? Yeah, what next? And for us to get what next, we will have to pay very close attention to what his lawyers will be saying. Because lawyers will approach this case, in my view, using two approaches. One of the approaches will be political. They will want to politicize this. But what next for Matiang'i? In one of my videos yesterday, I opined that Matiang'i has several options. One of the best options for me is to organize a mega homecoming in Kisii. Just organize a homecoming in Kisii that you're back. He can also decide to politicize this event by bringing the Kisiis there, addressing and seeking for sympathy. That's something Matiang'i can do. Matiang'i can also decide to challenge these guys. Remember, Matiang'i is just the immediate former cabinet secretary for Interior. He has a lot of information about the dealings of William Ruto, of Rigathi Gachagua, of senior government officials in government. He still has his people all over. So he can decide, okay, kufa, dereva, kufa, abiria, kufa makanga. I don't know what to think, but I think tomorrow is going to be a defining moment for Matiang'i, and it might also shape the 2022 politics moving forward. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.